Since the current global pandemic is keeping millions of people inside, many people are using their time inside to play video games. But there are some games I wanted to recommend that I thoroughly enjoyed playing through again and again. So today, here are 5 Nintendo games to play while you're in quarantine. Before we begin, on a more serious note, I want to remind everybody to wash their hands, keep your distance, stay safe. Anyways, on to the video. Number 5, Super Mario World. Super Mario World is a 2D Mario platform game and a launch title released Super Nintendo Entertainment System in 1990, developed by Nintendo EAD. Being a sequel to Super Mario Bros. 3, the game retains many of the elements that debuted in Super Mario Bros. 3, such as the world map and the Koopaling boss fights, while introducing a large variety of new gameplay mechanics such as an expanded and less linear world map and the ability to save the game. Introduced in Super Mario World is Sidekick's Yoshi, where he serves as a playable mount for the Mario Bros. With his own unique abilities and gameplay style. The game was produced by Shigeru Miyamoto, featuring music composed by Koji Kondo and graphics by Shigeru Hino. I apologize if I butcher these names. Miyamoto has stated that ever since they finished Super Mario Bros., the design staff wanted to have Mario ride a dinosaur. It was believed to be impossibly possible technically until the Super NES was developed. The game was released to a best-selling status on the SNES, received large amounts of critical acclaim, and is commonly seen on Nintendo's best games of all times on various critic listings. Much of the game's introduced characters, game mechanics, and artistic themes influenced later titles in the Mario series, where the character Yoshi was popular enough to receive a series starring him. For all these reasons, Super Mario World is a game that I could play over and over again for years, and I seriously recommend the game. Number 4, Luigi's Mansion 3. Luigi's Mansion 3 is an action-adventure game in which players control the character of Luigi from a fixed third-person perspective, as they capture ghosts across a large hotel setting. The game features 2 modes of gameplay, a single-player story mode and a set multiplayer game modes, in which a ghost catching functions in the same manner as the previous installments. Players stun ghosts with Luigi's flashlight, snag them with the poltergust, and weaken their health down to 0 in order to capture them. Alongside a number of returning gameplay elements from the previous installments, the game incorporates new features, including additional moves for ghost catching, an ectoplasmic assistant known as Gooigi, and expanded multiplayer functionality that allows for players to engage in cooperative and competitive gaming both locally and online. The game received many generally favorable reviews from critics, and it was nominated for several awards, even winning the award for the best family game at the Game Awards in 2019. This game is the very time-consuming game, so being stuck inside gives you the perfect opportunity to play it. Number 3, New Super Mario Bros. DS. New Super Mario Bros. Is a side-scrolling 2D action-adventure platformer game for the Nintendo DS starring Mario and Luigi. It is notable for being the first side-scrolling platformer in the Mario series in 13 and a half years, with the last side-scroller being before 1992, Super Mario Land 2, 6 Golden Coins, a game we're going to see later in this top 5. This game features a solo story mode with Mario or Luigi, a 2-player wireless game, Mario versus Luigi, as well as a mini-game multiplayer for up to 4 players. The multiplayer games support both single-card and multi-card play. Most of the mini-games are the same as those featured in Super Mario 64 DS, which are no longer required to be unblocked. Mario and Luigi and Princess Peach are walking together around Princess Peach's castle when a mysterious thundercloud appears and strikes the castle with lightning. Mario goes to investigate, but while he is there, Bowser Jr. sneaks behind a bush, kidnaps Peach, and flees. Mario gives chase, and Bowser drags her behind him. While Mario is chasing Bowser, they go off screen. Mario takes a hit, reverting to a smaller form. Bowser Jr. gets to run away, and Mario continues to chase him. In the end, Mario or Luigi defeats Bowser and his son, sending the two into another pit, saving Peach. The platform breaks, and Peach gives Mario or Luigi a kiss. One of the best parts of this unique Super Mario game is that instead of using the Koopalings, this game is filled with unique boss fights that were only in this game, not to mention the new Mega Mushroom power-up, which is a whole lot of fun to destroy everything with. This game is certainly the most memorable of all the newer Super Mario Bros. Games, and it is one of my favorite Mario games of all time. Number 2. Super Mario Odyssey. Super Mario Odyssey is a platforming game for the Nintendo Switch released on October 27, 2017. It is the 18th title in the Super Mario series and the 6th 3D Mario title on a home console after Super Mario 3D World. The game has sandbox-like elements and revolves around Mario exploring Earth-based settings similar to Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine, with his new partner Cappy. Unique to this game, Mario is able to throw Cappy onto certain enemies and objects, allowing Mario to take control of them. Mario can also dress in different costumes, several being based on previous games. The game allows for two-player co-op, allowing a second character to use a single Joy-Con to control Cappy independently from Mario. The game also has online functionality, which allows players to compare their times and scores in certain events. Super Mario Odyssey returns to the explorative sandbox-like gameplay seen in Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine. The game has absolutely stunning graphics and gameplay with refreshing concepts like New Super Mario Bros. DS. This game features new enemies in the form of the Broodals, a group of wedding planner rabbits. They are led by Topper, a squat round Broodal who attacks with his green hats and is responsible for the group client relations, while Madame Brood, a massively morbidly obese rabbit in a red dress and hat, is their boss, though she is never seen with them. They all wear fancy clothing, which is color-coded between each of them, and have dark eyelids. The members are Harriet, a small female Broodal with a purple dress and uses bombs, and is responsible for pyrotechnics. Rango, a tall and lanky Broodal clad in suspenders and a yellow hat who acts as the group's bouncer, and Spewer, a crude poison-spewing Broodal in blue that vaguely resembles Morton Koopa Jr. and acts as the group's entertainer. The Broodals are seen riding around in an airship with Madame Brood's face as a figurehead. They hail from the dark side of the moon, and specifically a location known as Rabbit's Ridge. Bowser hires them to plan his wedding to Princess Peach. They have very unique boss fights, making this game overall like an amazing one to pick up. I really recommend it. And my number one pick for a game to play, while we're stuck at home, is Super Mario Land 2 6 Golden Coins. I said it was going to be coming up, and it's the number one. It's a platforming game released for the Game Boy in 1992 and later for the Nintendo 3DS's Virtual Console. It is a sequel to the Super Mario Land and also marks the debut of Mario's self-proclaimed arch-rival Wario, who would later become a recurring character in the Mario series, as well as a protagonist in his own series. Like its predecessor, it received a player's choice and was produced by the late Gunpei Yokoi, rather than the Mario series creator Shigeru Miyamoto, who's not involved in the development of the game. The plot, which immediately follows that of the first game, consists of Mario returning to his castle after rescuing Princess Daisy, only to find that it has been taken over by an old enemy, Wario. While Mario was in Sarasa Land, the 6 golden coins were spread throughout the Mario Land, and Mario must retrieve these coins in order to defeat Wario. This game is full of unique worlds, and that's kind of why it makes it the best. I love these worlds. There's the tree zone, a tree infested with giant insects, and the zone is guarded by Big Bird. That's the boss fight. The space zone, it's got moons and stars, and it is guarded by an alien, the final boss of Super Mario Land, the original. The macro zone, a house-like zone that shrinks those who enter it. The zone is guarded by a sewer rat. The pumpkin zone, located outside a giant jack-o'-lantern containing graveyards and haunted houses. This zone is guarded by the witch. The Mario zone, a mechanical version of Mario. This zone is guarded by the 3 little pigs. The turtle zone is inside of a giant tortoise. This one's my personal favorite, and it's an aquatic environment and is guarded by Paco, an octopus located inside of a whale. And then finally, Mario's castle. After you get all the other coins, you can venture into the castle with Wario at the end. After the final battle, wherein Wario uses power-ups to identical Mario's, after the final battle wherein Wario uses power-ups identical to Mario, Wario shrinks, cries at his defeat, punches Shu at Mario, then makes a vengeful face with a stuck-out tongue as he flees. Mario exits the castle and it gets restored to normal. After playing this game once, I absolutely fell in love with it. It's a game I will be replaying for years, and it's definitely the best one on this list. Anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.